say we go ahead and get started at 5:35. Okay, Laura's not there. We're going to start with the roll call. She had to go someplace to do that.
Well, I feel like I need to be here for this.
Yeah,
Can
Laura,
somebody else?
Yeah.
Can somebody else send it to her?
Daisy, could you send her the link again? Would you do that, please?
I will.
Thank you. Okay, Laura, can we begin with the roll call, please?
Sure can. Nancy?
Present.
Andy?
Andy, you're muted.
Present.
Thank you. Tim?
Present.
Phil?
Birthday.
Is he excused or absent?
Excused.
He's excused. He checked in with us.
Daisy?
Here.
Laura? I'm here. Bailey?
Here.
Faye?
Here.
Tristan?
Here.
Dominique? Nancy?
Here a second time.
Dominique?
She's absent.
Okay, thank you.
And Clarence is not here either.
Absent?
Yeah.
Ed Bryant? Is he our
He's our liaison. Yeah.
liaison? Okay, and he's absent as well.
Yeah. Okay. And it looks, I had somebody's on an iPhone.
It's probably Angie.
Angie, are you on the iPhone?
Oh, yes.
Okay, thank you for checking in with us. I'm glad you were able to get on.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I would like to ask somebody to make a motion, please, to approve the minutes from February 11th, 2021.
Motion to approve minutes.
Thank you, Tim. Second the motion.
I second.
Daisy, thank you. All approved. Just put your hand up in your corner box there. Okay. Angie, are you approving? Oh, she doesn't vote. I'm sorry.
We can see her now.
Yeah,
She's-
I'm so sorry. You know, Tristan, Bailey, and Angie, you participate so much with us. I just think you're one of us for sure, and you are, so know that. Okay, we once again will not welcome our new liaison city councilman, Brian Dabney, so we'll hold that over until the next meeting. Okay, we're moving into project teams, and always at the top, at the front is Caught You Being Green.
All right, we've got a few things going on. I interviewed Tristan, which was awesome. And if you have any last minute info, let me know. I should have that written up in the next day or two and sent to you by the weekend to read, make sure it's all set. We'll have a nice little spring leap for you and get that out in time too, to mention the Solar United to get anybody who wants to sign into the co-op, since of course he has the solar tie there. And so that was a good time. And then Daisy, if it would be all right, I'd like to interview you next with all of your goings-ons. You've been on the commission since the beginning. So if you'd like to, that'd be great. If not, that's fine too. You can email me or text me if you don't want to answer now, whatever's clever for you. So, and then we have the smaller shout outs that I did. One for Cold Craft Painting. So thank you, Daisy, for taking the photo of that. That was excellent. And a little bit of side note question. I thought last year Lowe's or Menards was taking the used plant containers, the plastic black containers. Daisy, are you nodding? Do you know
I
anything
think it was
about
both
that?
last year. Yeah.
They did take those last year.
Yeah.
So let's keep our eye out if I don't notice, because I'd like to do a small shout out for that too, to let the community know that that's available. I know that's a big problem when you're buying flats and you're like, oh no, what do I do with all this? So I like to grow things, but from seed, I kill everything. I need starts myself. So thanks, Daisy. So I would like to do a shout out for that when that comes up. And then another shout out for Nora Riska and Mike Kilborn, who are doing the Michigan City Green Clean. I think that's what it's called. Of course, they do the Monday mornings, and they're doing a nice spring event. It's coordinating with the launch of spring and being green and St. Patrick's Day and everything. So later in my upcoming comment, I'll actually say when that is. So that's for Caught You Being Green. Anyone have anything to add or anything that the Caught You Being Green features?
I want to interrupt and just mention that Dominique Edwards has joined us. Dominique, thank you for being here. Okay, I just wanted to throw into our shout outs that Nora Riska and Mike Kilborn are on TV today with WSBT 22 out of South Bend. So you may be able to catch them on, one of the newscasts today, probably. Sometimes they'll carry them over into the morning if it's a slow news day, but they came out and interviewed them today as they were cleaning up Wabash Street, beginning at the coffee shop there on Wabash Street.
Oh, wonderful.
Yay.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys, if you're watching. And we'll have to check that one out. I think there was a link, wasn't there? Nancy, did you post something about that on the sustainability page? Or was that something else?
For what?
The Green Clean. I know you posted on the page.
Yeah.
Oh, so check that out on the Sustainability Commission page too. And then that leads me into the Great Michigan City Green Cleanup. And on the agenda that Nancy emailed is the Facebook page, so you can check that. And then the official, it's been going on for a week, but the big push is this week. So from now until March 21st. And then this is on mine, a reminder because it's a Facebook post, but I'm sure Dominique will mention it again because it's for the Walker Street Community Garden. So I will post that on Facebook. And that's coming up this weekend. So that event has been posted, I think, a couple of times. We'll post it again. And if Dominique has details for that, that'd be awesome. And then finally, the Earth Day Extravaganza contest. So Caught You Being Green for everybody. For Earth Month, we're asking for a few photos. I'll limit it, 1 to 10 photos, collage, something like that. A paragraph or so, nothing crazy, describing how you celebrate Earth Month. We'll judge it. And so far I've accumulated a beeswax wrap, a silicone bag, a bamboo replaceable head scrub brush, and also, I reached out to Aaron from Fiddleheads and asked if he would be interested in supplying for a basket, and he's supplying for all three. So we have a great first, second, and third. Fiddleheads alone is supplying $75, $50, and $25 gift certificates. So that face, right, Nancy, or not Nancy, Laura. I was like, wait, whoa, excellent. I don't need to ask anybody else. So I did plan on reaching out to a couple of more local establishments that pride themselves in sustainable practices. I know nobody's perfect, but whether it's sustainable beef or sustainable packaging, we'll try to give a shout out. So there was 2 other places, restaurants I thought I'd reach out to. And then of course, Daisy said that she had a water bottle and extra t-shirts. I think I still have at least like 10 or 15. So I guess we could see what size they wear and make sure they get a size appropriate. And then that's really it, unless anybody else has something they want to throw in the basket or somewhere they'd like me to ask.
That's great, Andy. You've done a totally awesome job, and you've knocked it out of the ballpark this time. So those are some really great prizes. So let your friends, your family, neighbors know we're holding this contest for celebrating Earth Month. And, Andy's looking for photographs or a montage type thing of what you do, your family does, your household does, to celebrate Earth Month. That's the theme.
One more thing, sorry. Facebook allows for 2 weeks for events to go on. Last I checked, I'll double check again, but I thought I'd start promoting the event that's not yet an event beginning in April to get people, doing things and thinking about it. And then, of course, let them know there's prizes, and then actually start the event the last 2 weeks of April. So that'll overlap proper Earth Day on the 22nd. And then it'll be pickup in Michigan City. I don't want to have to ship to California personally. I don't think that would happen, but just in case, locals, encourage local. That's very sustainable too. So porch pickup, I'm in Michigan City or somewhere very local like that.
Yeah, I think the Michigan City area schools is a good geographical area, to encourage people to participate from.
Right. So once I get it out on the event, on the sustainability page, I will bother you all to share it on your personal pages a lot, because I think that's how it gets out there more is, friend of a friend of a friend. And these prizes are just awesome. I'm kind of wishing I could get involved now. So.
Oh, we better say excluded are Michigan City Sustainability Commission members. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, of course. We're all excluded. We'll be the judges. So.
Okay. Thank you, Andy. You're doing a really phenomenal job. And I know what's happening around town, a lot of really good PR from the, and I'm going to say this real correctly, the Great Michigan City Green Clean. And they have a special event that's been set up on Facebook that you can find also. And they're just encouraging neighbors. And, if you have a congregation or you have a small business, anybody, just get a group of people together. And they're trying to pick up every single bit of trash before Sunday, the 21st is what's happening. So, okay, Indiana University Resilience Cohort for Soul Smart designation. And Laura has an announcement to make.
The mayor has signed on. So it was a long time coming, but he has signed on. Now, while we were still wondering if he was going to sign on by the deadline or not, Michael Mack stepped up. He's the president of the city council. He was our liaison last year. So he signed on to it very enthusiastically. So now our mayor has signed on too.
So we're doing it, Sustainability Commission members, and this is great. So yeah, everybody a round of applause that, was involved in working on this and making this happen. And Tristan, you're on our team. So don't forget that, okay? Okay, great. Solar United Neighbors, really great news is Zach Schlack was aiming for 50 members to sign up for free from Lake, Porter, and LaPorte counties. And when I checked just before we got on this meeting, we have 59 interested individuals signed up. So that's 59 out of the 50 he hoped to obtain. So he's gone over his goal. We still have 2 more weeks to get people to sign up, not to like have to do it, but just to get that free assessment done and to receive information from Jefferson Electric regarding what it would take for your household or small business to have solar panels installed. And again, no cost, but you need to register with 3 organizations. One is Solar United Neighbors National. The other is Solar United Neighbors Indiana. And then the last is the Northwest Indiana Cooperative. So when you sign up with that Northwest Indiana Cooperative, that's when you're actually registered to receive the emails regarding how you get the assessment done, if it looks like your property is eligible for solar panel installation or not, and what the electric company feels would be a proper configuration for your property. The reason to do this is you would receive a discounted solar equipment, and also you're going to get a break. You're going to get lower installation costs by doing it as a cooperative group. So that's the reason to do this. I did hear from them. My property is totally eligible. We'll be putting solar panels on the southern facing roof of my garage. And I'm not sure exactly how far I'm going to go or not, because Faye is like our, she's our complete and total role model for getting off the electric grid, because she did the solar panels, she did the battery, she did the natural gas generator. So she said goodbye to NIPSCO for her electrical bills from here on forward. So I don't know how far we're going to go, but I do know we're going to go ahead and get an electric vehicle charger as part of the package. I know that because my spouse is looking at either an electric or a hybrid vehicle to replace one of the vehicles we have right now. So anyhow, so that's that. Again, Solar United Neighbors National, they have a Facebook page and a website. The same with Solar United Neighbors Indiana, Facebook page and a website. And Northwest Indiana Solar United Neighbors Cooperative has a Facebook group. So you need to ask to become a member of that group. But there's also a website to connect directly with them too. Okay.
Nancy?
Yeah.
Just one thing.
Yeah.
When you sign up for the cooperative, they ask you a bunch of questions about your property. I was not prepared for all those questions, so I didn't answer them all. And then I cannot find it when I go back in there. So if anybody can say what those questions are, it would be good to have them in mind when people sign up so they can be prepared.
Okay. And
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Were you able to save what you had done so far or not?
No.
Okay.
So I sent Zach an email asking about it. I don't know if I've had an answer yet.
Okay, that would be the proper thing to do, to send an email to him. Yeah. And you can also send emails through those websites also.
Yeah.
They have a contact us.
Actually, that's how I did it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they have the contact us button. So then they'll get back with you.
But it would be good to know those things in advance.
Okay.
So I could have been ready.
Okay. So are you suggesting that, I don't think I can go in and get those questions because I did that already. Yeah. So it's going to have to be one of us that hasn't done it. Who would be willing to go in and just do a copy or a cut and a paste? Andy, could you possibly do that on our Facebook page? Is that possible? You're muted.
I think I should be able to cut and paste the Facebook information, or
the
questions that you're asked to respond.
Questions that I'm asked to respond to. Yeah, I planned on going in there tomorrow to fill it out for myself anyway.
Okay, so before you fill it out, do the copy and paste.
Mhm.
Okay, will you do
One
that?
thing I remember is they ask you the age of your current roof, which of course I have to look it up,
Okay,
and some other things which I can't remember right now. So
okay, that would probably be helpful to have. And Andy, if you can't get that when you're doing it, then if you just email Zach and get those from him, so they can be put up on our Facebook page, that sounds like that would be helpful.
Mhm.
Okay, Laura, thank you for pointing that out. Evidently, I knew everything before I got in there, which is very
Yeah.
different from me trying to get signed up with Carbon Neutral Indiana. Are there any questions or comments or encouragement regarding Solar United Neighbors?
I was really kind of disappointed in myself that I didn't push it more than I did back before we were in the last 2 weeks.
And we still have 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I've been contacted by a handful of people that wanted specific information. So I was able to email them, what is on our agenda right here, and also answer a couple of questions that they had. And if it was beyond my ability to do that, I did put them in contact with Zach Schlack. A lot of people will put things off into the last minute, just sort of a part of human nature. It's just the way we're put together. So these last 2 weeks could make a big difference for the number of people within Michigan City and the Michigan City area schools in LaPorte County. And I'm going to say Porter and Lake counties too, who would be interested in doing this. I do believe Zach has been overwhelmed in a really great way that this was their first venture into Northwest Indiana, and he has 59 people that are interested. So it's really, it's a tremendous turnout, really it is. So, be proud of yourselves. Also, the video that was made for Northwest Indiana Green Drinks Solar 101, that's available on YouTube. Point people to that. We just have a lot of information out there, and people are beginning to take an interest and respond. Okay, Carbon Neutral Indiana. I do believe that Daisy Lee, you possibly rescheduled with Daniel Pointer because he contacted me for your email address.
No, I talked to him like a month ago. I went carbon neutral like a month ago.
Oh, you are carbon neutral. Oh my gosh. I had no idea. A round of applause for Daisy. Okay, this should have been like a really positive announcement. Daisy Lee, Michigan City Sustainability Commissioner, has joined the cool club of people that are carbon neutral free. Yes, thank you. You're holding information away from me. Okay, great. And I have another very important, significant announcement to make that Carbon Neutral Ohio will be launched very soon. So we've expanded from Indiana to neighboring state of Ohio. And this is like totally awesome because, as I shared with you, Daniel Pointer is building a national movement with this. So, and what we'll be able to say, it all started in Indiana. Yeah. Okay. Great. I want to encourage, family members, friends, neighbors, look into this. This is the easiest way that you could eliminate all of the carbon emissions that your household or small business is releasing into our atmosphere. Okay, waste reduction garbology. Oh, Daisy, I'm sorry. I bet that Andy and I took some of your announcements, didn't we? I'm sorry.
You didn't. It's okay.
Okay,
Yeah, you're fine.
but I think we did because of the Great Michigan City Green Clean. So
It's out there and we're happy to get it out. Tim and I met with Shannon and Ed again from the Parks Department. And so our pilot project is going well so far. We are, as the weather gets warmer, we'll have a little more data on what's working and what isn't. They said one of the parks is having the biggest struggle. So we're gonna have to do a little more work or signage there or education in that area. And then Shannon did order stickers to put on the recycling bins, like those nylon stickers of what exactly to go on there. So those either have just been put on or should be put on all of the recycling bins soon. And then we started talking about Washington Park Beach. So that was a lot sooner than I thought, which is really exciting. And so we started planning and throwing around ideas of how we can make that work. And right now we are looking at grants for the city to get pretty garbage cans that have recycling on one side and garbage on the other. So it's just one bin, but two separate areas that look nice, that are appealing, and hopefully that'll work and we can get those out very soon to the parks and to the rest of the city and Washington Park Beach, hopefully.
oh, that's great.
So
Oh,
excited.
That's phenomenal news regarding Washington Park Beach.
Tim, do you have anything?
Nope. Happy to be a part of this, and you say it better than I could.
Tim, how are you going with your picture taking? I think Andy was looking for some for that first picture that you took.
I needed that reminder. Also, my phone has some issues. I got two. Thank you for the reminder. That's my answer.
Okay, that's great. And the two that you have, that's fine to get started. You don't have to have the whole collection to submit, at the same time. So, and I know phones can be an issue. So when you can, that would be great. Thanks. Okay. And okay, Daisy committee, just really congratulations to all of you. Bailey and Angie included. Thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. This is really a great project for our community. Okay, we're down to board comments. Okay, and this is not where announcements are made, but this is where you can talk about something that you think is important to you. It's important to the Sustainability Commission. It's important to Michigan City. It could be important to the state of Indiana. Sort of like your moment to sound off in a positive way. Okay, so does anybody have, Laura?
Yeah, I just saw this Facebook thread the other day and I thought it was interesting and inspiring. And somebody said, I think the city needs to strongly encourage some of the local businesses to help with the cleanup, especially on the south side of town. Too many plastic bags and other litter. And Nora responded, I spoke to a member of the city council today who is planning on going into some of the larger businesses like Meijer, Walmart, PetSmart, etc., and asking them to take responsibility for some of this. So I thought that was really cool. That's Norma, our friend Norma Reiska, who's been picking up for a long time now. And so maybe, and Brian isn't here, he's probably getting ready for the big council meeting tonight, but maybe we need to talk to our council people and encourage them to support whoever this is, or maybe who knows. So
That would be a great idea. Also on Facebook, I saw that Don Prisbalinski was organizing his cleanup corps with his family and neighbors, and they're going to be doing the southern end of I think it was Franklin Street he was talking about, and some of those areas in that neighborhood. So I was very happy to see that posted on Facebook also, because we've made a complete circle now, because 2 meetings ago, I told you that he had contacted us about wanting to do something. And then Nora started her project, and he signed on. So I want to give a shout out to him and recognize him for that. That's Councilman at Large Don Prisbalinski. Okay, any other board comments from anybody? Tristan, please.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, but I was being raided by the cat earlier while Andy was talking.
Oh, you're talking about your putty tat?
Yeah, raided me.
I saw your cat walk past. Yeah, I did.
We just got it today, so.
Oh,
nice.
Well, happy new kitty.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's just over here sleeping. But other than that, I guess what I can say is that since my birthday is coming up next month, I know I told Nancy this, so the rest of you would know now. So yeah, next month's my birthday, April 23rd. I'm going to do a photo shoot for my birthday.
Okay.
And since I'm a big fan of Tesla, if you didn't already know, I'm going to have a Tesla in the photo as my main subject. And so because of that, we're now organizing a big group of Teslas, like all around, like Michigan, Illinois, all other parts of Indiana possibly, to all come raid my photo shoot.
Cool.
That's exciting. Are you going to stage it by the Tesla chargers at Meyer?
It's actually, I spoke to the photographer yesterday. We got things finalized. It's going to be behind the senior center.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's beautiful back there with the lake scenery and stuff. Yeah, great. Yeah, I was following your post, and all these people that own Teslas were saying, I'm going to come and photobomb your shoot, which was really touching, and Tesla, is a manufacturer of electric vehicles, for any of our audience that may not know that. So that's great. Okay, let's move into public comments, please. So anybody that has public comments to make, and I believe we'll skip over that unless one of you has something from one of our residents that they wanted brought up.
I just wanted to mention about, I think Andy mentioned it earlier before I fell off, about the spring cleanup at the Walker-Shute Park Community Garden. I'm not sure if she went into any detail, but that's happening this Saturday, March 20th, to kick off the first day of spring at the community garden. So if you could join us, it begins at 9 a.m. So of course, dress for the weather, look out for updates on our Facebook page, as well as, bring gloves if you don't have any gloves. And of course the mask. We don't have masks available, but please bring, we do have gloves.
Okay, thanks, Dominique. That was actually an announcement. I'm going to move back to public comments just because I wanted to mention what was going on at the Indiana State House right now. And there seems to be an overall trend that the state senators and representatives, they're trying to take away local control. This seems to be an overriding theme this year. They're trying to take away local control regarding where communities get their energy from. They're trying to take away local control regarding ordinances that may require solar panel fields to plant pollinators around those. They're trying to take away local control from the city of Indianapolis as far as being able to expand their public rail system, even though the people that live there voted for it and they voted the tax increase. So there seems to be this movement that's going on down in Indianapolis that I want to make everybody aware of. I do have 3 bills that I want to talk about very briefly because we're looking for either support or opposition to these. And this information comes directly from the Hoosier Environmental Council. And they have a Facebook page and they also have a website. So if this interests you, those are 2 great places to follow up on and be informed regarding what's going on in Indianapolis, and also finding out what you can do to be sure to support sustainability and also our environment. So the first one I want to talk about is, it's in the Senate now, and this is House Bill 1381. This came from the House and moved into the Senate. And this ties right into what I was talking about. It's to preserve the right of local governments to enact a pollinator-friendly requirement for solar farms. And Tristan, I'm bringing this up for you because I know you brought to this commission the idea of actually, instead of planting green turf grass around these solar arrays that needs to be cut and maintained, actually planting native flowers and grasses and things that would support the butterflies and the insects and the birds. Okay. The other 2 bills have moved from the Senate to the House. So in the House right now, we're asking people to oppose Senate Bill 389. And I do believe Laura and I brought that up the last time we met. This is going to totally wipe out all protections for greater than 80% of Indiana's wetlands. And I'm talking about the interior wetlands. These are the ones that are not connected to a waterway. And we define waterway as a lake, a river, a stream, a creek. So we have a number of these in Indiana, and they're wanting to do away with all protections for those. And then the last bill I want to talk about is Senate Bill 373. Senate Bill 373. This has moved from the Senate into the House. And this is actually our friend Daniel Pointer's bill. He had a lot to do with the authoring of this and working together with a number of our senators at both the state and the national level. And this would actually encourage climate-friendly farming and forestry services. So that's what that's about. So, go ahead and contact our senator. Senator Italian's been really great about supporting all these green bills. So maybe you could give her a shout out and just say thank you, because we know how she's going to vote for these. And then also I want to give a shout out to Pat Boyd, because she introduced a number of bills in the House that landed into the Environmental Affairs Committee, and they were never heard this year. So I'm very sorry about that. And maybe we could contact the chair of that committee and find out why he heard nothing this year. So, okay, those were my comments.
So Nancy, could you just clarify opposing Senate Bill 389 and supporting Senate Bill 373 and supporting House Bill 1381?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, very good. Thanks for putting that so succinctly and easy to understand.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're down to announcements, and I'm glad that Dominique already made hers because she had to jump off of this meeting again. Announcements. I know that Andy, you made a couple during your caught you being green. Are there any other announcements to make? Okay, I have one to make. Northwest Indiana Green Drinks will be happening the first Thursday of this month, and that will be April 1st. Oh, the first Thursday of the month falls on April 1st. And that meeting will be at 6:30 p.m. via Zoom. That will be posted on Facebook, on many different places. Also, if you want information on that, you can email me directly at nancyforvision@gmail.com. And if you do that, I'll put you on the permanent email list to receive announcements about Northwest Indiana Green Drinks. Our topic is very exciting. It's about dark night skies, and the weather's warming up. So we're going to be going outside, and hopefully we're going to be able to look at stars and planets and everything else more regularly. We have a guest speaker from the Adler Planetarium in Chicago. So he's going to come and talk with us. We're also going to have advocates from Michigan City and Beverly Shores who have passed dark skies ordinances. And Tryon Farms Institute is a co-sponsor for this event. So I want to thank our friend, Steve Perkins, who organized all of this for us. And you may remember last time I told you he had gone carbon neutral, and he's also working in partnership with Daniel Pointer on grants and initiatives for the carbon neutral Indiana and America. Okay. Is that it as far as announcements? Okay. Really great meeting, everybody, as always. And we're at 6:15. So if I could have somebody make a motion to adjourn the meeting, that would be great.
Move for adjournment.
Laura, thank you for moving for adjournment. Adjournment. Who will second that?
I second it, Faye Moore.
Faye Moore, thank you for seconding that. And I'll approve if you put your hand up in your box there. Okay. Okay, great. Thank you so very much. Have a really great evening. Get out there with, family member, friends, neighbors. Join Nora and Michael in their efforts to get all of the trash picked up in Michigan City before the first day of spring. And that's what they're trying to do. So, lots of helping hands joined together make a significant difference. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.